The Kilimanjaro trip idea came in 2022. It was something I wanted to do with a few friends. So this year, year 24, was the year to do it. So as I said, we started the journey through the rainforest part, the easy part of the hike, so-called, and it's still not so easy. It still took us about 4 hours. It's very humid, it's very dense rainforest. You see little waterfalls, little water streams, there's some monkeys along the way. You don't see the mountain, and you just keep on going higher and higher and higher. We arrived to the first base camp at 2,700 meters, and were greeted by local people. It was amazing. We spent the night there and then followed to this same base camp at 3,700 meters, Horombo, where people usually take their time to acclimatize to the situation, so before they make the final trip. As we were coming out of the rainforest, we went to see this beautiful crater. It looked alien. It really did. It looked like a different planet. It had its own vegetation. We walked right through it. Hard to imagine that there was just a volcano standing right there before, which apparently collapsed during the eruption of another volcano many years ago.
So you're looking forward to reach the top, right?
Step by step.
Step by step, huh?
Confident.
Of course, coming out of the rainforest, it was a wonderful experience because you finally get to see where you're going. Here, distances have some optical illusions to it because you might be able to see where you go, and it seems like you can just run up there. But in fact, it will take you, another 3 hours just to reach that point that you're seeing in front of you, and you can walk for an hour and it doesn't seem to be getting any closer. So this is what they say, step by step. Don't necessarily look where it is you're going, just step by step, and you will get there in its own time. So after spending a night here, we went to Kibu Hut Base Camp 3. Beautiful walk. You can clearly see the mountain. You can see the plains. You go through different levels of vegetation. And then finally, you reach this Arctic desert. It honestly looks like you're on Mars. You have rocks as if they were planted there. Hardly any vegetation. And once we reached the base camp, we had a few hours to rest. And I must say, when we started the climb, it was definitely the hardest thing I've ever done. And as you walk through the night on the final ascent, I felt like an astronaut walking on the moon because of all this volcanic sand with stones. And you can just imagine what it's like walking on sand, where for every step you take, you lose 30% of it by sliding back. And this you keep on doing all night long. Step by step, not seeing where you go. And as we were getting closer and closer to the summit, we started seeing the sunrise. It was beautiful. We finally managed to make it to the top and made our way to the final Uhuru. I must say the acclimatization of the lack thereof did play tricks on your mind. The low level of oxygen definitely made it very difficult to move, and made our way to the final Uhuru, which is the tallest point of Kilimanjaro.
Hakuna Matata! Hakuna Matata! Hakuna Matata!
So not bad for the first hike. I feel very proud of myself. Can't wait to share the story with my family and friends back home. I already sent a few photos to my wife and kids. Had tears coming up on my eyes as well as I was doing it. And yeah, I'm sure they'll be proud of what I did. It's like a roadmap that you can set out for yourself and not necessarily make it to the top, but still get the full advantage of this adventure. Because it's not necessarily about making it to the top. It's about going through the experience of it. And it was very important to have good guides that could pace us correctly to make sure we actually make it. Be soft enough to give you a little bit of leeway, but strong enough to insist on their way of doing stuff. And you have to listen to what they tell you. If they tell you eat, you eat. If they tell you drink, you drink. If they tell you lie down, you lie down. And then if you do what they say, I believe anybody can do it. For anybody who wants to do it, just do it. Do not overthink it. Just buy the tickets, get the guides, get the team, and just don't overthink it, step by step. And as they say here, pole pole. Slowly, slowly, and get the most out of it.